We are now at part of the old wall of the Castillo de San Cristobal, and this was done with large chunks of basalt, large blocks of basalt that were building up to make a star-shaped kind of arrangement. And this was a very old style way of building a fortress. And here's some of the old cannons that were retrieved as well. And there's bedrock underneath, you can just about see it here. And there's another cannon over there, and onto which this fortress was built. This is one of the few remaining wall sections of the fortress. And this was shooting at the longboats during Nelson's attempt, the second attempt. So here's the kind of structural plan. This is how the fortress looked like at the time. It had these kind of star-shaped outer bits, but it had only 4 corners, and therefore it was able to kind of give fire to much of the surrounding area. So these kind of arrangements at the corners allowed to position cannons in a very covering way, so most of the areas were therefore covered. And Nelson's longboat they came from, let me see whether I can get this here. They came this way, so they came from the sea, but a little bit further to the bottom of this diagram there was a pier, and that's where they attempted. So they were in the direct fire from this little castle, this Castillo, and most likely the cannonball, the shrapnel from a cannonball that took Nelson's arm came from this castle here. So, and here there's another little section here around the corner. By the way, here's one of the former engravings. This is going back to 1570s by the looks of it. And as I said, it was one of the older structures. The architecture is not the most modern ones. Later they were kind of combining it with all sorts of other techniques, and here, yes, here's the continuation of that. It's a little dark here, I'm sorry for that, but here you can see part of the Castillo wall that literally took Nelson's arm.